Hey guys, so here is Revival, the title track of my album. Revival is basically representing everything that I've been through the past 2 years, where I am, how I want to be heard, how I want to be represented. Ultimately, I want everybody to find their own revival.
Dive into the
Rihanna Umbrella featuring Jay-Z. I'm sorry, but every girl in my school, I was in school when it came out, and it was just the best feeling being able to kind of like the video with all the sparks and her short hair. She reinvents herself constantly. She is a badass. She's so cool. Everybody knows that she can, like, she's one of the female artists that can just do what she wants, and I love that. I respect that for sure. This is Rihanna Umbrella. Nobody is actually the first kind of worship song I wrote. I had been going to church a lot this year, and I ultimately realized that no human body, no materialistic thing can love me the way my higher power, which is the Lord, that He has given me. He's given me a love within myself and a confidence that I've never had. But obviously it's up for your interpretation. I've had people tell me that this is going to be their wedding song and it's about their husband, and that's equally as beautiful. I was just letting you know that nobody from me comes from a different place. Okay, I chose The Weeknd before, but I have to say Can't Feel My Face, which is the first one that kicked off everything for him this year. The Weeknd, Can't Feel My Face is unbelievable. I love it. I played it over and over and over and over again. Probably shouldn't have done it as much, but I was obsessed with it. Here's The Weeknd, Can't Feel My Face. Of course, I would absolutely be silly if I did not acknowledge my favorite song by T Swizzy, my BFF. Wildest Dreams, it kind of reminds me of her old stuff and mixed in with her pop, her new pop sound. Her melodies and her lyrics are insane. Everybody's known that forever. So I just love that she really just took all of her pop stuff and kind of incorporated what she was always good at. So I'm proud of her. I love her. I listen to her music like I'm the biggest fan ever. Here's Taylor. Haley Steinfeld, Love Myself. I adore her. I was, odd story, funny story. I actually was in her hotel room when she was getting ready for the Oscars, where she was nominated. I believe she was 14 at the time. And we were there to visit her, wish her luck. And I remember when she wanted to do music, and I could not have been more proud of her, because she's very shy. She has moments where she's very shy, and I just thought how she came out with the music, she couldn't have picked a better single, and that message needs to be out. I think everyone should love themselves the way that the song describes, and even the video she did for it. She just kind of had real people in it, noticing who they are and being proud of who they are. I love that song. I'm a huge Drake fan. I feel like anyone who knows me knows that I have the biggest crush on him. I think he knows how to tap into a woman's mind and heart. Like, he says everything that a girl feels and thinks. It's kind of scary, actually, but I think he's extremely talented. I love Drake. Here's Hotline Bling. Demi Lovato I've known since I was 7, and I feel like she has come full circle. She is doing really well. I could not be more proud of her. Watching her from afar always makes me genuinely happy, and her first single is awesome, but her second single is even more awesome. But I will have to say, I'm going to start with Cool for the Summer. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Here is Demi Lovato with Cool for the Summer. Hands to Myself is full of sass. It is unbelievable, and that feeling where love is blind completely encompasses you, and it's the best feeling in the world. Hands to Myself is straight fun, and I hope you like it. Good for you. It's fun. It was the first single off the album for a reason. I felt like this was the place I was in over the summer. I felt empowered. I felt great about my body. I felt great about who I am. And I was excited. So Good For You is very special to me. It's what kicked off the whole album.
True.
Calvin Harris, Ellie Goulding, I Need Your Love. I honestly, that song to me, it will never, it never gets old. It's one of those songs that every time you hear it, you just kind of want to keep going, and I play it over and over again when I'm in the car. Again, I love Ellie Goulding. Her voice is contagious. You just want to listen to it over and over again. It's angelic and addictive in a way. So that would be one of my favorites for sure. Here is Calvin Harris, Ellie Goulding, I Need Your Love. Rise is the perfect way to describe how all I want at the end of the day is for people to know that sometimes it's a choice. You know, you have to remind yourself that some of the thoughts that rage through your mind are other voices, are voices of maybe the past or what you've been through. And Rise is a moment where you have to breathe and claim your own life, take time for yourself, and rise above all the chaos. Downtown. I was so happy they released music. I was like, I miss their stuff so much. They're so real. They don't really do what's trendy. They're not trying to be anybody they're not, and they're authentic, they're genuine, and they're awesome people. And I love that they're coming back in their full force. Downtown. Nick Jonas, I met when I was 14 years old, which seems like a lifetime ago. It actually wasn't that long ago. But Levels and everything else that he's done previously has been incredible, but I definitely love what he's doing with the new stuff and couldn't be more stoked for him. And I'm just so happy that he's kind of going in his own direction and really actually dissecting everything, and he's really in touch with himself now. I think that's awesome. I could not be more happy for him. This is Nick Jonas, Levels. Survivors is probably my anthem song for sure. I feel like people don't encourage other people as much as they should. And we're all in this together. Everybody's going through the same thing, just in a different way. And I think, when you're saying what's mine is yours, you get through life with the help of other people. And it's honestly what I hope everybody can enjoy when I'm on tour. I want to sing it really loud with everybody. This is Survivors. Bruno Mars, I've seen him live. I don't know if you've seen him live. He is amazing. He captures this authentic, genuine, really cool, funky vibe, and he does not play around. He's full on live band, writes all of his stuff, pours everything into his music, and Locked Out of Heaven is just beautiful. It's fun, and I mean, I'm sure everybody can enjoy a little Bruno Mars. Kill 'Em With Kindness is probably one of my, if not favorite song on the record. I think everybody needs to hear this. It's ultimately a motto that I feel like I've lived my whole life. It's so much harder to turn the cheek the other way and wish people well when they hurt you, when they're mean to you, when they come at you. But you know what? Looking at yourself in the mirror every day, knowing that you gave your best is honestly the key. There is no one in the world like Ed Sheeran. He is an unbelievable talent. If you have not seen him live, you have to. It is literally just him. He spends so much time and dedication to his music, and you can hear it. It's beautiful. Body Heat, I recorded in Mexico, actually. I feel like you could kind of hear it in the song. We started from the bottom up. We created the track, real guitars in that moment. It was in kind of a basement type of place, and we created and wrote Body Heat. It was beautiful. It was inspired by the culture. It was our surroundings, the music we were listening to. It was everything. Lean On is one of those songs that you kind of turn up to. Can't lie. You want to do one of those vibes with it. It's just so fun when you're getting ready or you're going out. It's one of those songs for sure. I love it. And here's Major Lazer. David Guetta, Titanium featuring Sia. Sia, I remember listening to her songs and her albums ages ago, so she is one of the most talented writers. She is one of the most talented vocalists, so it's nice that a bigger crowd can hear her, and I like that she's in that world without being too in it. You know, she keeps herself private, but I'm glad that there's a voice out there like Sia. It's incredible that she's able to take her talent and expose it to everyone in the world, and she's beyond awesome. I just think she's the coolest, and her hair is awesome. Here's David Guetta, Titanium. Camouflage is the only ballad on the album. It would be silly for me not to acknowledge some of the vulnerability and the sadness that I went through. And I think Camouflage represents, in a beautiful way, when you feel like you're being seen by the one person you want to be seen and then instantly becoming invisible. It's a scary feeling. It's real, it's raw, and this Camouflage. Bob's Waves. I remember when I first heard it, and it kind of made me want to be by the ocean and listen to it with my toes in the sand. It kind of takes you to that place. It's a very, you know, kind of emotional song, not with the lyrics, just meaning how it makes you feel. I think it's really kind of one of those songs that sticks out for sure. This is Mr. Bob's Waves. It's kind of the same cycle. Everybody gets in a cycle, whether it's in a relationship or with their friends, family. It's about really understanding what that is and if it's good for you or not. Disclosure, Latch featuring Sam Smith. I got Sam Smith EP and I was addicted to it. I thought he was so sultry, super sexy, kind of exposed himself in a way that I feel like some male artists can't do in a way. I think he's got his own lane and he's so special, and I love that song. I love when people can collaborate and really go into different worlds. I love being able to share what I do with other people, and it's addictive. I think everybody likes the song. I haven't met anyone who doesn't like the song, actually. Here's Disclosure, Latch featuring Sam Smith. Ellie Goulding, On My Mind. You cannot get that out of your mind. Like, it's so contagious. Her voice is distinct. Like, you know when it's Ellie Goulding. She's got one of those voices where you're like, this is Ellie Goulding. You know that it's her. And I love what she's doing. Very happy for her. Me and the Rhythm was the last song I wrote for the album. It was so fun, and it's just about being present. So many people are on their phones. They don't actually enjoy the moment as much as I feel like people should. And it says it's not about love, it's not about a relationship, it's not about going on the floor, it's just about you in that moment and experiencing whatever it is that life gives you and being free in yourself. Everybody likes Worth It. I'm sorry, the moment you hear it, it is a jam. I love being able to get in my car. My mom likes the song. My mom's like, have you heard this new Fifth Harmony song? I was like, yes, Mom, I have. It's just fun. It's super sexy and cool, and I'm vibing that one for sure. So here's Fifth Harmony. I was really terrified to put this song out, to be honest. It's kind of sad. It's a beautiful, beautiful track. I love the melodies. Julia Michaels is my muse. She's incredible. She helped write it, and it's one of those moments that I think every girl feels. You don't feel good enough. You don't feel sexy enough. You don't feel like, you have those moments when you're judging yourself or you're thinking other people are better than you. And that was a really confusing time for me, but Perfect is extremely personal, and I love that I had the courage to put it out. Dance, Cake by the Ocean. I had no idea this was Joe. My girlfriends played it in the car, and we were jamming. I was like, this is awesome. And they're like, yeah, this is Joe Jonas. I had no idea. It was so cool for him to go into this whole different realm, and I actually saw him and told him, like, I had no idea it was him, and I think it was even more exciting for him to kind of go in and make the music about the music. It wasn't about him, it wasn't about anything, it was strictly about the music he wanted to make, which I love. I loved when Katy Perry put out Dark Horse. It was so different for her, and, after she released her other stuff before that single, it kind of spiced things up a little bit. And obviously I love Juicy J. I think that was really cool for them to collaborate. It was really different for her, and I couldn't get it out of my head the moment it came out. So here's Katy Perry, Dark Horse featuring Juicy J. Okay, I have to be honest, One Direction, Drag Me Down is bomb. I cannot stop listening to it. I think they have really tapped into this adult, cool vibe that a lot of people that I love and know, they're like, I had no idea it was One Direction. It's such a cool vibe. That's so awesome for them. And Niall. Gotta shout out Niall. He's one of our best friends, and he's unbelievably kind and deserves everything that he has. Here's One Direction, Drag Me Down. Zed, Stay the Night featuring Hayley Williams. I had the pleasure to work with Zed. He is so kind and so sweet and very genuine, and he's so talented. He was actually in a rock band for years, and he told me he just started kind of coming up with beats on his computer and really enjoyed it. And to see him succeed and see somebody who deserves it to succeed is the best ever. Hayley Williams also, the fact that she kind of stepped out of her realm and partnered with him. I love when people do that. It's exciting, and to be able to see them work together was so fun. So for sure, shout out to Zed, love her. Anton, that's his name. And here's Hayley Williams, Zed, with Stay the Night.